Have you ever experienced that eerie feeling of being observed or overheard when you're by yourself? Chances are you are not alone. The Hat Man. Since my childhood, I have had the unique ability to perceive and to hear things beyond ordinary experiences. I clearly remember the first time I asked my mother about the man who watches over me while I sleep. As a child, I spent a significant amount of time alone. My mother worked a lot and was never home, so my grandmother looked after me. She was not one to play with me, so I played alone. I was a quiet child with any siblings at that time. I often played in my room with my collection of my Cabbage Patch dolls, engaging in conversations with them. I did not have any imaginary friends. My dolls served as my companions during those solitary moments. I clearly remember the first time I mentioned the Hat Man. I was around 6 or 7 years old. It was in a late afternoon as we were preparing for bed. I asked, "Who is the man in the hat?" My mother responded, "What man?" I answered, "The man who stands at the foot of my bed at night and watches me sleep." Her expression was one of puzzlement, not shock. It seemed as though she understood what I was describing, but was reluctant to respond. At that moment, I did not understand. She asked about his appearance. "Can you tell me more about him? Does he talk to you?" I replied that he is tall, always dressed in black, and wears the same outfit consistently. He has a long black coat that reaches his knees, reminiscent of Uncle Marcos. At that time, 3 of my mother's brothers lived with us, and one of them had a long black leather jacket that also extended past his knees. He always wears a black hat, which he never removes. He merely stands there, but only at night. I can't see his face. Occasionally, he lifts his finger to his lips and he whispers, "Shh," but he does not talk to me. I'm not sure why he does this, as I am neither talking nor making any noise. I can kind of see his lips, but that's all. She then continued, "Does he frighten you? Is he present every night?" "No, he's not frightening. He simply stands there watching me without moving. He's mostly always around, but occasionally he disappears. He even accompanies me to Auntie's house during my overnight stays and when I go to Mexico with Grandma." She then posed an odd question. "Do you notice when he enters or exits?" "No. When I close my eyes for a brief moment, and when I open them, he's just there. By morning, he disappears." She asked if I've seen him for a long time and why I didn't say anything before. I answered, "Yeah, I've been seeing him for a long time. I don't know how long, but it's been a long time." I didn't say anything because I thought he was an uncle, since all your brothers live here with us. And I forgot to tell you because you're always at work. Or maybe he's an angel. I'm not sure why I said that. She advised me to keep his existence a secret from others, as they likely wouldn't comprehend it, and mentioned that he visits her as well. At that moment, I didn't question my mother. I simply complied with her request and stayed silent. As I grew older, I came to understand that not everyone accepts the idea of paranormal occurrences. I feared that if I confided teachers, they might label me as insane or suspect I had a mental disorder. This concern became more pronounced when I sought help from doctors or counselors for my night terrors and sleep paralysis, which they then suggested that my experiences might be hallucinations or psychosis. I perceive and hear various things, but as a child, I believed that they were actual people, like they were alive. I'll delve into that in another video though. Now, at 45 years old, the Hat Man remains a part of my life. I've come to regard him as a guardian. I experience intense night terrors and sleep paralysis, but when he's around, I do not suffer from the sleep paralysis attacks. They only happen in his absence, which leads me to believe that he is looking out for me. Many people mention encountering the Hat Man during their sleep paralysis, describing him as threatening. However, that's not my experience. I see him while fully awake, and I never have felt fear towards him. On the nights that he's not there, I know I'm in deep trouble when it comes to sleep paralysis, and it's going to be a long night. I affectionately call him my night stalker. I wanted to introduce myself. I'm Ruby, and I actually do really suffer from night terrors, nightmares, sleep paralysis since I was a little girl. In my family, most of the women, we have where we see and hear things that other people can't. I don't see it as a gift. I hate it. I do not ghost hunt. I do not call out to things that I see. Um, if I go into someone's house and it's haunted, I can usually tell like way before I even enter the house. Um, and I also wanted to make these little short videos because maybe somebody else is experiencing the same thing, and maybe this channel could help somebody who who really doesn't want to talk too much about it. I have the experience where when I was young, um, I told the doctors and teachers, and the first thing they thought was, "Oh, she has schizophrenia. She's hallucinating." Um, you know, and it was very stressful, and I was very depressed for a long time. A lot of anxiety attacks because I was shuffled around psychiatrists, counselors that gave me medicine. Medicine did not help. So people are able to witness if I'm seeing something. Sometimes they can witness it with me, like my husband. So like I know for a fact it's not schizophrenia or bipolar or something, or some type of psychosis. People can actually, if I'm seeing something or hearing something, most likely are going to see it with me when they're with me. So I know that this is not something in my head. So I just wanted to kind of make a video, just maybe it can help someone out. If anybody wants to talk about it or wants me to put their dreams on this channel, it would be an honor. I have journaled since I was a little girl, so I'm trying to kind of give a visual of what I'm seeing, um, now that you're able to do like videos and stuff. I'm new at it, so it's not going to be perfect. I just wanted to kind of touch on that. So again, welcome. If you have anything you want to talk about, or me talk about your dreams or anything like that, I'm here. I'm open. And yeah, so don't forget to subscribe, like, share, comment. Maybe together we can help other people. I don't know. All right. Thank you for watching. Bye.